These feel a little bit unequal. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Nah, I think it's just me. It's fine. Whoa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching from. I hope you're doing good. Although it is good morning. It's currently 10 to 8 in the morning. This is the 1st of September. And as you can tell, we're at the gym today. Not only is it a new month, but it's also time for a new plan. And we're going back to what we did at the start of last year. So the beginning of 2024, we're going to a hybrid split. Oh, now my music won't play again. No, never mind, it will. Wait, was this? No, they are both 5s. For a second I thought one was a 10 and I was like, hang on. That wasn't meant to happen. I was only meant to do 10 kg, not 15. I mean, if I did do 15, it wouldn't have been that bad. I spent like the last month not like playing around with new movements, but playing around with like different versions of this current plan that I've started now. And we're returning back to what we did, I believe it was the start of last year, which is a hybrid approach. So some calisthenics, it'll mainly still be calisthenics, but then also I have like a weightlifting component to it as well. And that's typically what I'll do on my first 2 days. I've also switched to a push-pull legs, where it'll be a case of like a weighted push, weighted pull, legs, and then calisthenics push, calisthenics pull. And the main reason why I decided to come back to the gym, and not just come back to the gym, but also do with like weights as well, was like, I had my weighted push-ups and weighted pull-ups that I started doing again recently, but it wasn't enough. I wanted something to increase my like absolute strength. Like weighted calisthenics will help me with my relative strength. So it's my strength relative to my body weight, right? But an absolute strength is just the max I can output, which is what I can do with weights, right? Because when I'm using weights, it's not like if I'm doing like a bench press, I'm not pushing my body weight, I'm pushing whatever weights I've got, right? And that's how you increase your absolute strength. So I wanted a bit more of a balanced approach, as opposed to it just being all relative, like to my body weight. I also wanted to improve my absolute strength. So here we are. All right, we did 10 for 5. We're gonna do 15 for 4. And then I'm not too sure about the last 2 sets. So we're doing 4 sets. We're gonna do 5 reps, 4 reps, 2 reps, and then 1 rep. And we're gonna be doing that pretty much every single week. And I won't progress with weights until I can hit the next, or the rep class before. So I'm doing 15 for 4, right? Let's say I get 15 for 3. That's absolutely fine. Next week, and however many weeks it takes, I'll do it until I reach 4 reps. And then I'll keep doing 15 kg until I reach 5 reps. Then 15 kg will be the new 5 reps, if that makes sense. I don't think that was that great of an explanation, but now is the time for lifting weights, not explaining. Pretty easy. That was 4, right? Was that 3? That was 4. My chest is starting to feel a little bit tired. Good morning. Okay, set 3. I don't know why, but for some reason it feels like I'm going through these sets way too quickly, even though this is only the 3rd set. 2 reps, easy. That wasn't like the cleanest rep, but it was a rep nonetheless. All right, 25 kg next set, only one rep, but let's rest up for it first. This is the longest part. I swear, this is the longest part right here. Just resting, waiting for the next set. Yep, this feels like a heavy one. This feels like a fucking heavy one. But it's only one rep, so might work. I can get 2, easy. Well, that felt a little bit.
You're a strong man.
Oh, thank you. Do you want me to move the... You sure? All right, nice. I got this for 2, which means next week this will be my next 2 reps, and then I'll probably go up to 27.5 for my 1 rep max. But nice, 2 reps, even though I was meant to do 1 rep. That's what we like to see. All right, what do we have next? Something exciting. I have a feeling that this is going to be way too light, but it's fine. No, it's okay. Oh yeah, this is way too light. I can definitely go up in my next one. Yeah, let's definitely go up. This is purely like a strength exercise. I'm only doing 3 sets for 3 reps. Obviously right now we just did 5, but that's because this was really, really easy. But let's go up. Because that was really, really light and easy, I kind of just rushed through the movement. Because I was like, all right, let me finish this off and move on to the next weight. So it actually challenges me. I could have afforded to slow it down really, to be fair, and just focus on my form. But it's okay, we'll do that on this set. Wait, how do I actually get this up? Oh, I didn't actually think about that. Lol. I really should have it on the squat rack. Somehow I forgot about the component where, you know, if the bar is on the floor, I need to lift it up to my shoulder level. I don't know how I forgot about that, but I did. Those 2 reps felt good, but that 3rd rep, I don't know. I found like a sticking point, but I don't think it's like a big sticking point. Like it's gonna take a lot to get past. I think it's more of like a, I wanna say movement sticking point, but that's not a real thing. But like it makes sense to me in my head. But as in when I got stuck there, it was because I'm not used to that pressing motion, pushing overhead. But when I do get used to it, maybe like next week, week after that, then like it won't really exist anymore. But yeah, as opposed to like it being like a strength sticking point, it's a form sticking point, I guess. Yeah, my last set as well, I was a little bit more careful because, okay, technically I should be able to lift this weight with ease because I do handstand push-ups, right? Now, granted they're against the wall, so it reduces the amount of load I'm taking on. Like it's not my whole body weight, but it's still different when it comes to the stability. Being upside down with my feet against the wall is a lot more stable than me standing and pushing something. Because I need to make sure I don't overextend my lower back. I don't push like this because that will just mess up my lower back and we don't want that. All right, let's go for 2 again. We'll try 3, we'll probably get 2, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Go down slow. Okay, and when I think about it as well, the handstand push-up, I'm going from here all the way down to the hardest point here. With the shoulder press, I'm starting at the hardest point and then pushing up. So it makes sense for the shoulder press to be a harder exercise than the handstand push-up. At least from like a biomechanical standpoint, if that's correct. Anyways, whatever is next. All right, incline bench. This actually used to be one of like my favorite pushing exercises. 12 reps, 8 reps, 4 reps. All right, I don't know if I'll be able to do 12 reps with 16, but let's find out. One more. 16 for 11, a little bit shaky. We'll take it. Do I want to go down lower or is this fine? I'm gonna bring it up by 1. It's on 3 at the moment. I'm gonna bring it up to 4. I just want to see what it does. My neck kind of hurts as well. I need to make sure I keep looking straight up. I'm trying to do this to watch my form, but it takes away from the lift. Because one more thing I've got to focus on, keeping my head up, looking at my form, when instead if I just put my head back, I just trust in myself to do the motion how it's meant to be done. Trust in myself to execute this lift with the form that I want. Jump! Only 4 reps, huh? My shoulder does feel a little bit, not cold, but it doesn't fully feel comfortable going down to like the range I'd want to go down to. And you know what? That's absolutely fine. I probably made a mistake starting with a 16. I should have started like a 12 or something. But I know that for next time. So what did I do? I did 11, 4, a bit of weird rep ranges, right? Working with 11 reps and then 4 reps. But if that's the case, let's stick with the 18s. We'll go for another 4. Those reps felt faster. And I kind of did feel stronger as well. Let's try 2 more. Nope. I'll try 1 more time. Otherwise, I'll just pull the set here. And again, I'm absolutely okay with that. Sorry, do you mind giving me a spot up? It'll literally be just on that first rep, like get it up. Literally just on the first rep to get it up. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. could fight. Tricep pushdowns. Let's go. Well, the cables aren't free, so we're gonna do my core first, and then hopefully cables will be free by then. Okay, that felt better. Just holding it there. There was like a period of like 2 weeks or so, a few months ago, maybe a little bit more than 2 months ago, but I really felt close to a good dragonfly. Like I was maybe like here, so I wasn't that far away from being completely parallel, or sorry, horizontal, which is what we're aiming for. But I had about 2 weeks of that good form. Now granted, in those 2 weeks I was actually training the dragonfly consistently and stuff, so obviously that made a difference. Definitely be better with it, but it's only the first day back. Well, I say first day back, it's only the first day of this program, so you know what, we'll take it. And also the cable is free, so I'm gonna go use that before someone else takes it. I have no idea how bad this is or not, but yeah, I always felt weird doing tricep pushdowns even before. Like I feel like the rope is too long for me. Like, you know, when I pull down, the rope goes down to here, right? If it could be like here instead. I don't know though. Maybe that's how it's meant to feel. But that was like 10 kg. We're gonna go to like 14 now. Great thing about this exercise is that I do not need to rest long in between. Maybe I should go up in weight if I'm slamming it. Just gonna do 19. Thanks. That felt better, I think. I do prefer this to the rope. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to figure out why it feels good with the rope as well. I guess it just does. That's fine. I don't need like, you don't need everything to work for you. You just need like one thing to work for you, right? And then when you find that one thing that works for you, you just do that again and again and again. And you get better at the thing that works for you. We'll try for, how many reps? 6 to 8. Nope, too heavy. What was that? 26. And I got 2 reps, Faz. But 23 was too much as well after 2 reps. We're down to 21. I want one more rep. There's like 2 reps of each weight. It doesn't feel like a complete set, although it is. It's fine. Alright, let's get out of here.